The Hague is often described in the language of diplomacy, but behind that serious image is a city full of charm. In this video, we'll explore its art, history, and whimsy, and show why The Hague deserves more than just a footnote in world affairs. It's not our first visit. We've been here a half dozen times, so come along and see why we call it one of our favorite cities in the world. We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers. If you're just finding us, we are an American senior travel couple who are on the adventure of our lives. So hit subscribe and follow along on our little travel log. We are a few weeks ahead of our videos, so if you're wondering where we are in the world, we keep our Instagram updated to our current location, so follow us there.
In last week's episode, we explored the southern coast of Iceland in a camper van alongside our Aussie friends Darren and Sharon. It was a fun and wonderful adventure, and if you missed it, be sure to go back and watch it. The day we left Iceland, we were up before dawn, boarding our flight to Brussels. Bev loves the Netherlands, and I'm convinced her DNA is about 60% Dutch art, 30% tulips, and 10% cheese. So southward we went to begin our 3-month rail adventure through Europe.
Okay, we are in Brussels.
Yes, and it is much warmer than Iceland.
It is very warm here. I'm excited. We're going to hop on a train and head to The Hague. That's our first city. From Brussels Airport, we found ourselves deciphering train ticket machines, but were quickly directed to the rail office where a very nice attendant helped us stitch together a patchwork of regional trains. With quick changes in Antwerp and Rotterdam, we were rolling into Den Haag Central in about 2 hours.
I wanna take you by the hand, find some music to dance to while the world spins round. I've been thinking of a place, little spot in the shade, can write our names in the clouds. Got my head in the sky so high I might never calm down. I used to be so blue, now I'm in a sunny days. The moment I found you, I told the rain, rain, go away. Yeah, now I'm in a sunny days.
When we exited the train station, we caught a trolley and paid using a tap-in, tap-out system, which was compatible with Apple Pay or credit cards. The Hague's trolley system is quite extensive and very easy to navigate, so don't skip it.
I love this city. Oh my goodness. The last trolley took us within a half mile of our hotel. On the way there, we immediately fell into step with the Dutch rhythm of life. Bicycles zipped like dragonflies, gabled houses leaned in with centuries of stories, and flower boxes looked like they'd been styled for a magazine shoot. Amsterdam often steals the show with its canals and chaos, but The Hague is the quieter sibling, the one who reads poetry, loves art, and secretly has a beach house.
We decided to split our stay between 2 hotels that couldn't be more different. The Hilton planted us in the city center, within strolling distance of museums and endless cafe culture. Halfway into our stay, we switched gears, but more on that later. We settled into the Hilton, hungry and tired. We walked back to the restaurants we passed on our way and spotted La Passione, a cozy Italian restaurant, which served a gorgeous salad, pasta, and a dessert. It was the perfect meal, and then we called it a night.
We are in The Hague today. It is one of my very favorite cities in the world.
Mine as well. This is a great place. Great for just sightseeing, relaxing, running, walking, biking. It's just an awesome place. And today we got some fun stuff planned. We are heading to this place called Madurodam, and it's like a little amusement park where everything is 1/25th replica of famous sites around the Netherlands. So it's either going to be quirky, weird, hokey, I don't know,
but fun.
But fun.
Hey, you got to look on the quirky side of life.
That's right. So we're excited about it. We're heading to the little trolley stop right now and heading out that way.
I keep catching butterflies in the middle of the night when you're laughing at something I said. See the corner of your smile and my heart beats wild. How could I ever forget? I used to be
We've done everything here.
We have walked this entire country
We've seen it all.
in miniature form.
And this just reminds us that sometimes when we travel, we're looking for things that are beautiful and historic, and sometimes we're looking for things that are just quirky. And this is one of those places. It just brings a smile to your face, lots of children, lots of interaction, and it's just so much fun.
During our stay, we made a habit of walking everywhere, aiming for 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes we wandered without destination, then hopped a tram back to the hotel once our feet ached. One of our favorite leafy escapes was Lange Verhout, a stately avenue turned park near the Escher Museum. Lined with aristocratic mansions, it now hosts open-air art exhibitions, including sculptures that make you pause and wonder. On Thursdays and Sundays, from May through September, the area hosts an antique and book market, and on Wednesdays, a farmer's market where you can pick up produce, homemade cheese, or sweet treats.
When we look at something and we see how cute it is and we think, oh, well, we could take that back to your mom, John. She would love that little bird, but then it weighs 20 tons. Doesn't go in our backpack.
Times 3 months.
Times 3 months. 20 tons times 3 months is too heavy.
There are 2 places in The Hague that you might hear about in the news. First is the Peace Palace, which houses the International Court of Justice. Think of it as a place where nations settle their squabbles peacefully. It's open for visits, but we passed since we'd been there before. The other is the International Criminal Court. We visited in the past and sat in on a trial. It's fascinating to watch a court proceeding where people stand trial for genocide, war crimes, or crimes against humanity.
We dove headfirst into mind-bending art at the Escher and Hut Palais Museum. For 27 euros for 2 tickets, we stepped into the surreal world of M.C. Escher, the Dutch artist who turned staircases into infinity loops and lizards into tessellated universes. Housed in a former royal palace, the museum feels like stepping into a mind-boggling dream. From optical illusions, we pivoted to Dutch Golden Age perfection. The Mauritshuis Museum is compact, but punches way above its weight class. It houses Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring, a painting that has bewitched Bev at least a half a dozen times now. Vermeer painted only about 34 works in his lifetime, and Bev is on a worldwide quest to see every single one. In fact, our entire German itinerary is planned around seeing the 5 that are on display there, so stay tuned.
When I need a little piece of paradise, pick me up, put me on the silver line. All I gotta do is close my eyes and slip into an elevated state of mind.
Switching hotels to the Grand Hotel Amarith Kurhaus felt like stepping into another century, an opulent seaside palace that might have seen its better days. The beachfront promenade stretched before us, filled with kite surfers, families, and vendors selling herring. We loved strolling the pier and even watched a game we had never seen.
I have not seen that before. It's like bow and arrow paintball.
Got a one-way ticket on a carpet ride, with castle on a cloud floating off in the sky. Pack a little bag, relieve the worries behind. All you need here is a smile. Sun is out every day. Now that I'm in my happy place, everything's a-okay. Now that I'm in my happy place.
But we did see 3 or 4 guys get shot. It didn't look too painful, but they're out.
Dinner at Simenis is an experience in itself. Hidden in the industrial fishing port, half fish market, half restaurant, Simenis is where locals line up for the freshest catch. The counters are stacked high with gleaming seafood, and choosing feels like a game of edible roulette. I ordered shrimp. John went for the salmon, and both were melt-in-your-mouth delicious without melting your wallet. We capped our evenings with wanderings along Kaiserstraat, a lively street lined with cozy cafes, bakeries, and enough coffee shops to keep even the sleepiest traveler caffeinated.
One of the joys of The Hague is its proximity to other gyms. A 45-minute tram ride took us to Delft, a picture-perfect Dutch town of canals, leaning gables, and church towers. Delft is world famous for its blue and white pottery, Delftware, which has been gracing mantelpieces since the 1600s. The craft was inspired by Chinese porcelain brought back by Dutch traders.
It's a little pricey to buy real Delft. You can buy stuff made in another country, but like this little flowered vase is €1,000.
Delft was also the home of Johann Vermeer himself, though only a few of his works remain in the country. We wandered Delft and explored and soaked it all in. It was lovely.
Next week, we head to the fascinating city of Utrecht. It's a city with a beautiful bell tower, a grand palace, and some more Dutch charm. We'll see you then.
Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.